imagine opening a purse with one hand.
Oh, here, let me hold the bag for you.
Oh, thank you. Now then, come in. You can put the bag on one of those chairs. Over the weekend, we run out of everything. Ice is delivered on Sunday, milk spoils, and everything but perishable kind has got to be replaced. Oh, don't go out. Have you had coffee?
I was about to,
Well,
but...
stay and have one with me. Sorry it's instant. Can you stand instant coffee?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I don't mind him. His eyes are half open. It doesn't mean he's conscious.
Bullshit. You pick up some kid on the street?
It's a young man from across the hall. I'm Jane Sparks. My friend here is Tye McCool. You are?
Oh, well, what are the chessboard you have there?
Oh, that. Yes.
Ivory and ebony figures?
The white squares are mother of pearl. Do you play chess?
I used to. Do you play together, you and Mr. McCool?
Oh yeah, we play together all right, kid. Not chess.
I loan a solitary game to keep in practice in case I need a partner.
Well, I'd be happy to sometime if you'd like
Hey
to play.
kid, why don't you take your cup on across the hall for your own?
Because I just now, you heard me, invited him to have it here in the room with me.
Well, I didn't invite him. I want you to get something straight. I live here. It just so happens I live in a place I got equal rights in that place. It just so happens I don't entertain no strangers to look at me undressed.
Please, please, I'd rather go back to my room. I have a lot of work to do there, and I always work immediately after my coffee.
I will not have this young grifter who's established squatters' rights here telling me that I can't enjoy a little society in a place where, frankly, I'm frantic with loneliness.
Here, kid. Have a seat. No, come. Thanks, sir. Now, would you like one lump or two? Well, where's the cat? And I'm about the goddamn cat's breakfast?
Tye, you said you were pleased with the robe I got you for your birthday, but you never wear it.
Well, I don't dress at breakfast.
You want a silk robe isn't dressing.
Feels good, baby.
Ought to. Shantung silk.
Well, I ain't talking about the robe.
Tye, behave yourself. I've cherished the hope that by introducing Tye to certain little improvements in wearing apparel and language, that I may gradually, despite his resistance, of course,
Ain't that lovely? My classy language she uses.
inspire him to seek out some higher level of employment. I hear that you're a writer.
I write, but...
What form of writing? I mean, poetry or fiction?
You know, they all do something artistic, every one of them faggots.
You know, I find myself drinking twice as much coffee as I did here as in New York. For me, the climate is debilitating. Perhaps because of the dampness and the very low altitude. I mean, really, there's no altitude at all. It's actually slightly under sea level. Have another cup? Of course, Manhattan hasn't really much altitude either. But I grew up in the Adirondacks, really. We lived on good ground, high elevation.
You know, I met one of them once by accident. He comes up to me on the corner in the quarter, and I was out of work. Invites me back to his place for supper. Well, I could see right away what he was and what he wanted. Well, I didn't have the price of a po' boy sandwich, so I accepted. I went. Get to his place, it's all Japanese-like, very artistic. Anyways, he says to me, he says, "Cross on over my little bridge, which crosses my little lake, which I'll make myself, and set yourself under the willow tree while I go get supper ready and bathe and change my clothes. Oh, it won't be but a moment." So I cross on over that little bridge and cross that little lake, stretch myself out on a bench under a weeping willow tree, go right to sleep. When I wake up, I see what looks like a lady. What's him in drag? "Supper's ready," she says. Oh, and get this. Little freak comes up to me, puts his hand right there. Oh, I said, "Honey, that's going to cost you a hell of a lot more than supper."
Tye!
Oh, baby?
You will not continue that story.
Well, why the hell not? What's your objection to it? It's a hell of a good story. Shit, I ain't even got to the really good part yet. Oh, man. Oh, no, what's the matter? Don't you like the story?
What?
Do what?
You know what, and the boy you looked at that by. implication that he was in a class with a common, predatory transvestite.
Jane, you say you was raised on high ground, good elevation. Well, you come in here. You bring in here and you expose me to a little queer.
Because everyone with civilized manners and good behavior seem queer to you.
Well, was it good manners the way you looked at me?
Was it good manners for you to stand in front of him rubbing your groin the way you did?
Oh, I wanted you to notice his reaction.
Oh, he was just embarrassed.
Honey, you got a lot to learn about life in the quarter.
But he's a serious person that I can talk to. And I need someone to talk to.
You can't talk with me, huh?
You're working all night as a Bourbon Street strip joint and sleeping nearly all day. Involving yourself with all the underworld elements of this poop-up city.
And that's all I do? I never pleasure you?
Yes. Yes, you pleasure me, Tye.
Well, I try my best to. Sometimes I wonder why a girl like...
A girl, Tye, a woman.
How? Why did you get yourself mixed up with someone like me?
What change of circumstances removed me from... How do I put it so you understand?
Just say.
That was myself. And so I quit my former connections and I came down here to... Let's make an adjustment to... We met by chance on Royal Street. When Dell used to bring back me into a doorway. Didn't know you were behind me until I felt your hand on my hip and I turned to say, stop that. But didn't. Because you were something I'd never encountered before. Faintly innocent. Boy's eyes. Smiling. Said to myself, why not? With nothing to lose.